It's the all-new 1600 WWRL.
I want to make love to you one more time. I love you, baby. I want you, baby.
Prime Joy, Harvey, Illinois. Marvin Jr. The Dells, the remake in 1969 of their 1956 hit, Oh, What a Night, on WWRL.
Bobby J, reliving the best memories of your life.
Absolutely.
You know, if you come out of a song by the Dells, we have to let Bobby back announce that song. Anything else would have been sacrilegious.
That's right.
You want to say hello to Bobby J, Vaughn Harper, Jeff Troy, Al Goodman, Lloyd Price, Cliff Perkins of the Soul Generation. It's WWRL Legacy Day. We've been celebrating the legends all day long on WWRL, and we're going to continue to do so. We're here until 10 p.m. when the internationally known Night Talk will be on the air. But you can say hello right now, 718-899-7711. Hello, you're on the air.
Good morning. Good evening. I'm sorry.
Okay, go right ahead.
Listen, I'm so glad to hear you guys. I've been listening all day. Unlike the lady who called earlier today, said she was 60 years old and goes all the way back. I go all the way back to Tommy Smalls, and this is like listening to my life pass before me here today. I remember hearing all of the cats come through the station. I also remember in the early days of RL when you had to put the radio on the windowsill and point it in a certain direction.
All right, now don't hurt my feelings.
So Bob, when I hear you at night...
Wait now. Wait now.
Hey,
wait
Bob.
now. You heard me all day talking about this is big time radio.
Hey, Bob.
Yes, sir.
When I hear you at night talking about you're going to get this signal together, I remember when there wasn't a signal.
Well.
You know, but it's nice to hear all you cats, man. I mean, all you guys I grew up with, you know, all the way through. And one word to Vaughn. Vaughn, I called your show a couple of weeks ago when you were playing Enchantment.
Right.
I'm the guy who had his car stolen, and they stole my tape.
Okay.
That's me.
Okay.
Listen, man, it's nice talking to all you cats, man, and good luck, and it's good to hear all you guys back.
All right, now, thank you for listening.
Right over.
All right, let me see if we can get in one more call. Hello.
Hi, my name is Andrea Wiener. I have been listening all day since this morning. I want to tell you, I am just so excited about this thing. I think they should do this at least once a year. And I got to say a quick hello to Bobby. Hello, Bobby.
This is my social secretary.
Is that right?
Andrea Wiener tells me exactly where I'm supposed to be and when because I have the attention span of a gnat. This is advanced time in my life.
But I just want to tell you, aside from that, I am just so happy to hear all of you. Like I was telling Eddie O.J. this morning, I said, you guys are the real deal. And I hope people realize it out there in a big way.
All right.
Bye.
You're listening to the all-new 1600 WWRL New York. Relive the magic.
We're still celebrating the legacy of black music and personality radio and the living legends. And one of the things I like is that these are the living legends. Good to have them here in the studio. Hall of Famers, everyone able to be with us in the house. The Soul Generation. Because as we look back at this Soul survey sheet from May 4, 1972, the number 14, this is the top 16 song. The number 14 song is Body and Soul by Soul Generation. Cliff Perkins. Now, is there a story about this song as well?
Yes.
Yes. I didn't particularly write the song, but when we practiced for this song, we used to go down to Rutgers College probably 3 times a week to practice the song. I was right out of the Yankee farm system. Mm-hmm. I played baseball. And I ran into a gentleman named Paul Kaiser, and he wanted to...
Wait. When we talked about that baseball game earlier, and I said it's the only game Ray Goodman and Brown ever played, I mean, the only game they ever won, you said it's the only game we ever played.
No, I said they
No. So what? So now it slips out they had a guy from the Yankee farm on the team.
There was a ringer in the house.
You know what I mean? Okay, now that that's cleared up, once and for all. Go ahead.
You just told me. All right, Bob, you give me the money now.
Okay. Now you can get on with the story.
So we used to go down to Rutgers College and practice Body and Soul we did it for about 3 weeks, and then we went into A&R Studios in New York City to record it. And it was just an experience for me because I had never been in a studio, and we walked into the studio. It's a large studio, a large facility, and there was about 32 musicians in there. And they started playing the song, and I missed my cue because I was watching the musicians. And it was live. Everything was done live. Mm-hmm. And that's my claim to fame.
But it was a hit.
It sure was.
It was a hit.
It was a million seller for us.
Absolutely.
That was our first one.
Body and Soul.
That's the way it's got to be, Body and Soul. Cliff Perkins, out front of the soul generation of Jersey City, New Jersey, on WWRL.
Bobby J, back announcing, as they say in radio.
But it feels natural. It feels, you know.
Yeah. This is your heritage.
Yeah.
Your culture.
It's been 12 years since I used
your
those
legacy.
But it still flows.
Yeah. Any day now.
Any minute now.
Uh-oh.
You know what I mean.
Can I? This is my brother Charles. I just want to say one thing because I don't want Charles Jackson to be upset. See, we started calling him Mr. Everything many years ago. I mean, this is who he is. Like Jackie Wilson's Mr. Excitement. Mm-hmm. But when he was on the air with me last Wednesday, and when he said, and you can email me at Mr. Everything, it didn't sound right coming from him. You know what I mean? It comes from us, but to hear him call himself that. Mm-hmm. Anyway.
I didn't do it.
Huh?
I didn't do it. Somebody else gave me my website, so I took it.
Oh, well, hey, as well you should.
But I'm telling you, wait a minute. I called. This is my call.
I'm sorry, Chuck.
I called because I was on this air this morning, and it was wonderful. But we didn't have the laughers you guys got. You got the best laughers in the world. Nobody outlaughs Lord Price.
That's right. That's right.
I just want to say, Bob, I've been listening all day, and I've had a chance to get around Manhattan, and this is the reason I'm really calling. Man, everybody's talking about your station. And I just wanted to call in and say I'm the roving reporter.
Okay, roving reporter. I just want to know that you go to your hotel and fix me up with that tuxedo that you had on Saturday night.
Good, but I went by there this afternoon.
Okay. I'm going to be a menace. I'm going to be a pain in your head until I get that
but
tuxedo.
You're only going to get one.
Billy
It's
Brown.
going to be Ray.
So, Chuck-a-Luck, it sounds like real radio, huh?
Lord Price, it is wonderful. I heard somebody said the sound is so different. And I told them about the new wattage, you know. I guess that's what you call it.
That's the new power, all same
New
thing.
power.
Yeah.
And everybody, so I was down mid-Manhattan, I was down Soho, and then I wound up at Chelsea, and then back up at, uptown. And from Midtown, Chelsea, all the way down to the Village, that part, we were just riding around checking things out. And just walking and running in stores and people just saying, man, I just heard you.
Well, Chuck, it's a wonderful thing. You know, I would tell Bob, I'm assuming everybody knows this now, but you and Dionne Warwick got a new record coming out any day now.
Lord Price, that's why Stagger Lee left you. He left you, Lord, because he knew you had it. Lord, he left you because you had it. Nobody thought about that but Lord Price. Lord, thank you, man. Yes, we do have a new single. It's a CD where Dionne is doing a duet with me on this new CD. But Dionne Warwick just came in, Lord. I called her at 7 o'clock in the morning. She came, and she just stayed with me till we finished this thing. And it's finished, and it's all over the world. But it won't be released now. Don't let me say that. It won't be released until next month.
Well, Chuck, what you got to do is ask Dionne to give you one of them numbers.
Lord. Dionne Warwick is only the host.
Yes, Chuck.
You'll never get me in trouble now that I got a record with her.
Hey, Chuck, make sure she give you the right number.
That's right. to a psychic friend, find out exactly when the record should be released.
Exactly.
Oh, then I'm asking for number one, right?
Exactly.
Okay, Lord, I'll ask her that.
Absolutely.
Hey, thank you guys for tolerating me.
Chuck Jackson, thank you so much.
God bless you, Bob.
Can I back announce? Chuck Jackson. What was the name of that song?
I don't want to cry.
I don't, but I tell you, if I back announce, I sing all the songs. I got that from Ray Goodman and Brown. when they back announce the records on the morning show, they come out of it singing.
Or a very important girl.
Indeed.
That's right.
That record was broken here on WWRL?
WWRL.
Yeah. First one to play. That's what they call a first and exclusive.
That's right.
Indeed. You can say hello to Jeffrey Troy at 718-899-7711. Moving into the last hour of Legacy Day. If you want to be a part of it, we're moving into the last hour. We've been celebrating the legacy of music and radio and personality radio. A lot of great folks have been through here to share this Legacy Day with us. WWRL is a legacy station. There's a difference between an oldie station and a legacy station. See, I'm trying to make that distinction. And WWRL is the legacy station, keeping the legacy alive. I'm at 718-899-7711. Hello, you're on the air.
How you doing tonight?
Good.
I just have one question for you, basically. What happened to your old music library?
I don't understand. You're talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean of the R&B songs?
Yeah.
Wait,
I mean, it's like it's like you're only playing you seem to be playing the biggest hits, but as I listened to RL coming up, there was always much more than just the biggest hits. There were the local records that people played on the station. They were.
I got it. We're not going back that far. We're playing the songs that people just truly love.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
Yeah. But we might expand it and do a little extra things as well.
Saturday night.
Yeah, that's true.
Oldies type program on Saturday nights, to, get into the kind of thing that Bobby J does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, that's a good idea. So you like that idea, Bobby J?
Do I like it?
Yeah.
Well, I do that.
Yes,
but it's just not here.
He does it on Wednesday night. That's for you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Inwood, Long Island.
All right. Okay.
Just keep the sounds coming.
All right.
The whole thing. It's it's nice to hear you get more power.
Yes.
All that stuff. It's starting to vibrate over here a little bit. The signal's starting to bop in and out.
Yeah.
Because I guess of the nighttime.
Night pattern is still, the power goes down.
Oh, that's what happens. Oh. Yeah.
All right. But I appreciate you listening and calling us.
Yeah.
All right now. Thank you for your call.
Bye-bye now.
All right. Hello, you're on the air.
Hi.
Hey.
My name is Cecilia. Hi, Bobby.
Hi, Cecilia. How are you?
Oh, fine, baby. I'm doing fine.
I know that.
Talking to you, I'm going to do fine.
This soft and cuddly self. Listen to it. Listen to it. This soft and cuddly man. No. Oh, yeah. No. I was a
why you stuttering, man?
I was a very young man when I was at this radio station.
I see.
I was here during my formative years, man and boy.
Yeah, he started doing them Dr. J.
You know what I mean? His voice started to go up here.
You want me to go to a commercial?
How have you been, Cecilia?
Oh, I'm doing fine, baby.
Good.
I just want to wish you belated happy birthday.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you.
You and Jeff Troy.
And Jeff, we celebrated our birthday on Monday.
Yes, I know you did.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
All right now. Thank you for calling. Are you
All
listening? Now, are you listening to WWRL?
No. Yes, but I follow Bobby J, and I'm not going to mention any call letters.
Okay.
Okay.
But you can listen to RL when Bobby J is not on the air at his other station.
Okay.
You can
I can tape also.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We worked that out.
Oh, yes,
All right
definitely.
now. Thank you for your call. Hello. You're on the air.
Hello?
Yes.
Oh, I'm on the air finally?
Yes.
I think this is fantastic. I know most of you guys used to work in the music industry. And Bud Price is still there?
Yes.
I used to call him Father Price.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm fine.
What's your name, darling?
Phyllis.
Phyllis.
Yes. How are you?
I'm great, Phyllis.
That's great. You sound great. And I want to know Troy. I know all the guys because I for years, and this is just fantastic. This is a fantastic thing that you all are doing. And I was away, and I read about it in the paper that it's going to happen this day. So at work, I was listening to you all day, and this is like great. It's a mind blower.
Well, we're glad you called. Here's Jeffrey.
Oh, hi, Jeff.
Hello there. How are you?
Fine. How are you?
Hey, fine. I have no complaints. This has been such an exciting day from the word go.
Right. It certainly was. It was a mind blow for me to hear Hank Span long distance, and I mean, it's just really It's just really great. Just
all right, now.
Absolutely. I think the station is just great, this new format. I listen to you every morning before I go to work, and I turn you on when I get to my office.
All right. Thank you for the call.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We live in the magic with 100% pure soul. It's all happening right here on WWRL. How'd that sound?
Sounded good.
All right.
That's good.
You can join us at 718-899.
Send us a tape.
No picture, right? And you gotta
Don't send a picture.
No picture. That's right.
Hey,
I got to get some kind of my own line, something that I can say. Because I can't say out of one thing.
No.
I can't say put your foot on the rock.
Most of them are taken.
I can't say any of the stuff I know. That's all the stuff I know. Hello, you're on the air.
Hi, my name is Pete, and just want to say that you guys should never go off the air tonight. Stay on.
Oh, wow. And just stay on. Keep it happening. Keep the music coming.
Absolutely. You guys are the greatest.
All right.
Thank you very much for saying
Be good. God bless.
All right. Now, thank you for your call. Lloyd, let me ask you this. Everybody who's here, when we talk about the role that radio played in breaking records, and earlier today we talked about how significant the personalities were. It wasn't just the music, but it was the disc jockey who played the music. It was how they interpreted the music. You remember the Watts Revolt and the Burn Baby Burn became the term.
Montague.
But it was really, that was Montague.
That's right.
Who would say that with a song.
Right.
But
That was his thing. It was Mayor Sam Yorton said, that radio station, take him off the air.
Yeah. But he had been saying that before the violence,
Absolutely.
And I remember, though, that there were other songs that would come up after that. And as that kind of thing was happening and protest movements happening in city after city, there were disc jockeys who, when they played Martha and the Vandellas, they would say, indeed, Negroes. They say, and indeed, Negroes are dancing in the street all over the country, dancing in Watts, dancing in Rochester. It was also how the air personality would interpret the song. But there were some real special air personalities that I wondered if you could recall. And I know, Lloyd, as you moved around the country with your records and had disc jockeys in various cities. I met a disc jockey when I went to New Orleans with you. If I remember correctly, his name was Eddie Threeway.
Eddie Threeway. He had a record shop. Eddie Threeway record shop. Well, also there was Papa Stopper there, Dr. Daddy-O, which was in Chicago. You had Bill Simmons in Louisville, Larry Dean. You had Al Bell, who was the disc jockey who later went on to Stax.
That's right.
And
Jimmy Bird.
That's right. Jimmy Bird, that's right. Was in North Carolina to start with.
That's right.
Of course, Hoppy Adams, I spoke to Enoch Gergway about. And
Wild Man Steve.
John Bandy had the English voice down in Philadelphia. These was guys, once they played the record, like New York. New York was always the capital. If you got your record played in New York, you were guaranteed, to play the Apollo, and you was going to have a hit. But there was a lot of great jockeys, long before Alan Freed and long before Dick Clark and people like that, who broke black music. Now, that's really what it was. And I kind of wondered during my career, being one of the first guys come along, what happened to that great, that was a great warm feeling for the community radio. That's when radio was interesting, just like we're doing now. It was the community of people who went out and bought these records. And you had guys like Bobby Robinson. You had Ed Portnoy here in New York,
right.
Lynn Jazz Record Shop in Newark, and on like that. They all was apart together. The disc jockeys and the record shops, the mom and pops, worked together. We'd go and take 10 records to Bobby Robinson. He'll call WWRL, I'm selling them. You know what I mean? That was the wonderful thing. That was the wonderful thing.
I had good fortune. Before I came back to New York in WWRL, I worked at WDIA in Memphis.
Yes.
So I worked with I worked with Rufus Thomas. I worked with A.C. Williams.
And Martha Jean.
Martha Jean the Queen, Martha Jean Steinberg. So many great radio personalities down in Memphis where the station, like WWRL, especially when it became a Sonderling station, DIA, we did so many community things. We had 2 big shows a year at the Mid-South Coliseum, the Goodwill Review and the Starlight Review. And I was amazed when I got there, especially it was a 50,000 watt station, so I was heard 7 states at night, getting calls from St. Louis and all over. And it was just a wonderful, wonderful feeling to be a part of all of that.
Oh, no question about it. I remember when I first came to the East, Harold Jackson brought me. He was the promoter and a disc jockey in Washington, D.C.
That's right.
Harold was the first guy that brought me east to work at the Northeast Casino in Washington, D.C. So, you know, these guys, very important in that era, Bob, during the black music time.
A lot of folks want to say hello. I want to give you a chance to do that. Hello, you're on the air.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi. Bobby J and everybody out there?
How are you?
Oh, very good. I'm a young guy. I'm 38 years old, and I've been listening to soul since I was a little baby. I tell my older brothers and sisters, but I tell you, WWRL, it was playing some sounds when I was a kid, and the music was always great. I listened to you, Hal Jackson, WBRS, Bobby J, and CBS FM. I can remember all these songs. I'm only 38 years old. But the thing is that you have a guy from Jersey, Felix Hernandez, with the Rhythm Review. He plays everything. But like I tell you, I've been listening to your station all day long, and I think the music is great. They should bring it back on a daily basis.
Well, we do it on a daily basis. You can hear this music and you can hear this kind of energy every day on WWRL. Don't take my word for it. Check us out tomorrow morning as we continue to relive the magic with 100% pure soul. You must be a special lady. I'm looking for the stories behind these songs.
Okay, you must be a special lady. My good friend, Sheila Frazier. A lot of people know Sheila Frazier from Superfly. That's it.
From the bathtub scene.
Yeah, right. Well, Sheila and I were good friends from before she got into movies. She's from Inglewood, New Jersey. She was such a nice person. We were sitting around one day and we said we need to write this song. So we wrote this song for Sheila Frazier.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's good inspiration.
Oh, yeah. She's a great inspiration. Well, okay, let me do it. You know, and then I tell other people other lies too.
You can reach us at 718-899-7711. There's interesting stories that, of course, things that happen in radio stations. And I remember a story. One afternoon, a lady came out to the radio station, and she just sat down on the couch out in the reception room, and she wouldn't leave. And then she laid down on the couch. And she said, I'm here. I'm staying. But why are you here? Why did you come here? Why won't you leave? She said, because Jeffrey Troy is calling me subliminally. And I am his natural wife.
Okay. Come on up to the front. Come on up.
Wait now. You know, Barbara at the switchboard is just so gracious with that stuff. She just said, come on, sweetheart, you're making a fool of yourself.
That's right.
Took her outside. She went outside, and you know, out here there's a parking lot between the two buildings. And she got in with the first car that had a door open. And she got in the car and she laid down in the front seat of that car and said, I'm not going until Jeffrey Troy acknowledges that I am his natural wife. And we were particularly delighted and would not move her from the car because it was the car of Arthur Harrison.
Oh, our salesman.
The sales manager, who had somewhat of a fierce personality, except when he was off duty. You know, then when after 5, he was a sweetheart.
Yeah, because he made his money.
Between 9 and 5.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So what happened to this lady?
I don't know what Jeffrey did with that lady.
Well, I'll tell you the truth. Jeffrey didn't do anything with her. Because, number one, she wasn't mine.
He made her live up to the prenup.
But listen, in light of your story, you know, I think we could all relate kooky stories and incidents that have happened to us. Another one that happened to me was I had a guy impersonating me in Brooklyn. He was going around to all of the clubs saying, "Hi, I'm Jeffrey Troy. How you doing? Listen, man, I can bring you the audience, man. I'm on the air, blah, blah, blah. I can do this for you. I can do that for you. And all I need is a small token of appreciation, a couple $100, you know, for my promotional efforts, yada, yada, yada." So it got to the point where I had about 12 different club owners calling me, "Jeff, when you come into the club, I gave you the $200, $250, $300, you know." I don't know what you're talking about, Phil. I know. Well, there was a guy here. What did he look like? So we finally got a composite picture of the guy after we got a few owners together, and the fellow was eventually caught, you know. But I got to tell you, it was very embarrassing. Very, very embarrassing and scary.
Yeah,
I
kind of remember that.
I got more scary ones. Right here at this radio station, all of us were impersonated. I had a guy that booked the Dells on a show. Bobby J Presents. I got a call from the Dells people or something. "Where's the deposit?" I knew nothing about it. I also had a lady call me once on the air and just cursed me out, called me all kinds of names because someone had gone out and met this lady in a club and identified himself as me. And they proceeded to make a night of it. And of course, she never heard from him again and called me everything but a child of God for doing this thing, you know.
Yeah.
And the third one was when Gregory was the program director. Somebody at a station in Florida called up and said, asked to speak to me, not Gregory, program director, says, "Look, I got Bobby J in the office here, and he's here looking for a job." He said, "Now, I'm going to hire him, but I want to know, why would he leave New York City to come here?" So Gregory said, "I don't know, but he's in the studio on the air right now. I'll go in and ask him."
I remember one day when this kind of popular fad was at its height.
Yes, he did. Yes,
Enoch
he did.
Didn't he send out a press alert?
No, he didn't send out a press, but it made the wire services.
Right.
UPI and AP picked up.
Because one day, first he went on the air and he said that he would give, I believe he said he'd give $100 to anybody who would participate in this particular fad.
Yes.
And they came into the front door.
Yes.
A lady came, it was a nice lady too. Lady came and she said, "I came for the money." And Gregory said, "Well, then you got to take off your clothes."
Right.
She took off her clothes in an instant and ran up the stairs, down the hall, out the back door. That was the route he gave, in the parking lot and back in the front door.
Right.
During the streaking phase.
Right.
But that wasn't enough for the Dixie Drifter.
He did it himself.
He did it himself.
I was here. I was on the air that day.
Ran through the building.
Ran through the building.
In his birthday suit.
In the All Together.
Now see, Bonhart.
The Prozac said it.
See, Bonhart.
Can you top that one?
No, I can't top that.
See, Bonhart, but you don't know about this kind of radio.
No. Actually, no. Let's see. When I came about, Jerry B was the reason I came over to RL.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I was playing basketball. Mm-hmm. That's the only reason.
And I warned you about that.
No, I'm very good.
I was
very good. The guy's name was George Barnes and myself. We came on RL's team at that point. You know? And that was all. I have no recollection of whatever.
Can't tell any of these things.
No streaking.
No. I had to do no streaking, nothing like that. No.
We only have a few minutes. If you want to say hello, you can call. Vaughn Harper's here, Bobby J, Jeff Troy, Al Goodman is here, everybody is here. Lloyd Price is here.
Linda Haynes.
Cliff Perkins is here from Soul Generation.
Hey, you remember the name.
There you go. I wanted y'all to see that. So call me right now, 718-899-7711. WWRL Legacy Day, all day here at 1600. It's been known as the Super 16, the Big RL. What else? How else has the station been called?
Did you mention the Big RL?
Big RL.
Super 16?
Yes.
Black Action Radio, remember that?
Yeah. That didn't last very long.
That was dreadful.
Egmont Sondland said he wanted people to know it was a black radio station. Even when you look at the business cards, they ought to be printed on black paper. Yeah. People ought to know this is a black radio station.
Egmont was, I don't know, I think he was getting ready to get married.
No, you know what happened? There was an article in TV Guide about how popular action news is, and how people are using the word action on television news programs, and it's catching everywhere.
Right.
And they said, well, if action is so popular, and I want to make sure people know it's black, Black Action Radio.
Black Action News. We had Black Action Sports and everything. And the Great Entertainer.
The Great Entertainer.
We were the Great Entertainer.
Yeah. Still, and you still are.
I try my best.
Yes, indeed. You want to say hello to Bobby J. Jeff Troy. Hello, you're on the air.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
Good.
Yeah, this is Ed Brooks. I'm calling you from New York.
Yes.
Yeah, y'all, you guys are doing a great job there. And today, man, I was wondering about guys like who's really disappeared. You don't hear much. Mark Allen, Jack Walker, the Parachute Talker, Danny Styles, and Georgie Hudson.
Well,
I don't know where those cats at, but I don't hear, I know Danny was around a little while ago. I know he was doing a show.
Danny's still around.
Danny.
I work with Danny. He was the cat man. I work with him at WNJR, and Danny does 1920s and 30s and 40s music on various stations. He moves around a bit, but he's still in the New York area.
Yeah, he was at WEVD a while back.
Right. Mark Allen, I don't know where Mark went. He also worked at WNJR. Mark sort of disappeared. I worked with Georgie Hudson. He unfortunately passed away in 1970, and about 1974, 75, we lost Jack Walker.
I thank you for calling WWRL. Keep listening to your radio. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Great.
This is Al Gordon. I work over at WMCA. I want to tell you guys I think you're doing a wonderful job. It's really great. I've been listening all day long.
Great.
And Bobby J, you're the best. I see you perform a lot.
Thank you.
And Soul of the City's a great program.
It'll be on in an hour.
Okay. It's great to hear this radio station. It's incredible.
All right now. Thank you for listening.
Well, just as an aside, the Soul of the City, which is the Wednesday specialty show I do, where I play the music that I did play when I was here, the title of the show came from a WWRL jingle. Remember Janie Fricke, the country artist who Soul of the Sea? That's where I got the title of the show from.
A lot of things had their origin
right here
at Super 16.
That's right.
Hello, you're on the air.
Hello, Bob.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
Great.
Did anybody ever told you sound a lot like Hank Spence?
No.
Yeah, I listened to both of you today. Think about it. Think about it.
Bob Law has always been a Hank Span wannabe.
Oh, boy. He's in trouble.
That's right.
That's
right. I just do it deliberately.
Okay. How's the devilish angel?
He's well and alive.
He's right there.
Yeah, sure, right here. What's up?
Oh, how you doing, huh?
I'm fine. How are you?
What are you doing for yourself now?
Actually, I'm semi-retired.
Oh. Not for long, right?
Well, it all depends. Somebody comes along with a project that interests me and the money's right, I'm there. If not, I'll stay semi-retired.
I hear you. And Bobby, I know what you're doing, so, and hey, I'm not going to ask.
Okay, hey.
What happened to Al G. the Master?
He's in Pittsburgh.
He's back in Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought it was in the islands.
No. He used to go down to was Antigua.
Antigua.
Right. Yeah.
How did you know that he was ever in the islands?
I listened to RL. Man.
Believe talk about that. All right. I remember Hank Span told me that once. Hank Span said they know where you at. They know your business.
Yeah.
Once somebody called up and once asked Hank, "How's your wife's hair salon doing?" Your wife had he said, "They know your stuff." Get up in your business.
True. It's still
true. All right, now I thank you for your call.
Okay, I'm sorry I missed the drift of it.
All right, we're going to do it again. Keep listening to.
Okay, now.
All right. All right. Hello, you're on the air.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, I just wanted to say that I'm enjoying your show immensely, and one of the things that I was pleased about was that it's not an ego thing, that y'all are really enjoying one another, and that helps me to enjoy y'all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and actually still enjoying one another.
We were talking about this before we came on mic, and it's so true. We just duck each other. You know, it was show radio's up loud. That's what it is.
Okay. All
My
right.
radio was up loud, I know.
Yeah.
Turn your radio. I tell you what you do. You can listen to Bobby's response on your radio. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Now, thank you for calling.
I think what made us unique is that first of all, we were all around the same age, and we shared common goals. Common love for the music.
Common experiences.
That's right. We respected each other. We had no secrets from each other.
Yeah.
It was, you know, you hear that, you know, one for all and all for one. Well,
Sure.
that's exactly what we were about.
Sure. When I first came to New York in 1967, May of 1967, I had a problem. And the problem was, where in the heck was I going to fit in? You see, because you had Frankie Crocker, you had Rocky G, you had Hal Atkins, you had the Dixie Drifter, and a few other notables. And all of these gentlemen were fantastic in what they did. They all had a niche. I didn't have a niche, and I was the new guy on the block, okay? So I said sometimes, you know, rather than to do something that maybe isn't you, and I couldn't copy anybody, don't do anything, you know. And I found out that became my niche. As everybody went off doing their thing, this became my thing. It was to never really get in the way on the radio, because I felt when somebody listened to you on the radio, and I always had a great respect for the music, being a frustrated musician myself, and my central focal point was always the music, the music, and that became my niche.
Let me just do this. We're going to run out of time. Lloyd, there's a documentary. Isn't there a Lloyd Price documentary or something?
Yes, it is. When We Were Kings. It's the film that Don King and I produced, and The Rumble in the Jungle with Muhammad Ali.
Okay. Right.
Yes, and it's doing very well, but you're going to hear about that again. We'll save that for the next show.
Okay, all right. Because I've heard about it. A documentary, something though, a feature on you.
Yeah, that's coming up. It's coming up about me and Don King. It's coming up on HBO. Will be November. Mm-hmm. Lou Rawls is playing Logan, and
is that right?
Ben Raines is playing Don King, and Blair Underwood was going to do me, but they're using
Bondi.
Yeah, right. He's doing. Yeah, that will be in November.
And this is like a film.
Yeah, it's a film.
Then the Haynes say he looks like you.
Our life, you know, the things that we've done in this business.
Yeah. What's it going to be called?
Only in America.
Only in America.
Yeah. Bob, I want to thank you, man. I want to commend you today for such a wonderful day, guys. And we have fun. You got to do this again, Bob. You got to do it again.
We're going to do it again. You can listen to WWRL tomorrow. The music will be here. All the same music will still be here. And the magic will be here. And it really is our invitation for you to relive the magic every day on WWRL. We've got 100% pure soul. They do it on the weekend. We do it all the time. Enjoy your summer. I got all the lines here now. You know? Enjoy your summer with the greatest soul hits of all time. But really, tune us in tomorrow morning with the All-Star Morning Show at 6 a.m. with Charles Mitchell, and then go on through the day. We've got the All-Star Morning Show, we've got Midday Live, we've got the Serenade for the City, and then we've got an updated version of what has been known as the Quiet Storm. It's called Rhythm and Romance, 6 p.m. until 10 p.m. No talk, just music, rhythm and romance.
Why is that? Because you have nobody to do that?
No, because that is the nature of the presentation.
No. Yeah, give him a tape.
Was that an audition? Wait now, let me hear you say rhythm and romance.
Rhythm and romance.
WWRL New York. Relive the magic.